Welcome to Booze and Ballin', fantasy football shaking.
Not stirred. Did we start?
We did. I'm Todd Webb.
I'm DK.
I like it.
Switch it up a little bit. I think they've heard our names enough.
They did. I'm making myself a Negroni.
All 5 people listening.
Because tonight we're talking about playoff football. The reason we're drinking is playoff football is here. I don't know about you, but I love me some playoff football. Oh, Voodoo Ranger. We rated that. We rated that pretty well, right?
Yeah, I think the whole variety pack cracked our top 5.
That was our first flight night.
Was it our first?
Was that our first flight night, Voodoo Ranger? Yeah, because they had the experimental that we couldn't say, experimental, whatever we couldn't say right.
Do you want to see something funny? I actually have an empty one of those sitting here on my desk still.
Yeah, I shot our TikTok, so I'm like
ready to rock
these deep right now. That's why I got this was my New Year's shirt right here.
All right, well, if anybody out there listening, they need to know that we're still trying to give away some free shit here. So go ahead and like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed and you're listening, you're missing out because we're going to be giving away some stuff on this show.
Free stuff.
But we need to hit 50 followers. It's been the rule ever since. So if you're listening, please go ahead and tell everybody about it. Get yourself out there, get subscribed, and let's get somebody a basket of free shit. All our favorite foods.
Basket of free shit.
All of our favorites from throughout the episodes we coming your way. So let's get 50 followers there. And that's for every 50. So if you got 50 friends, you guys, one of you 50 are getting a free basket of fun.
We get the views and stuff, and I know we get it on TikTok, we get it on Facebook, but we just aren't getting it on YouTube.
No, it's a tough one because like I'm guilty of that too on pages that I like, and like because I'll search them and I'll follow and I'll watch all their videos and I'll never subscribe. Why? I don't know. Because if I subscribe, then they'll just pop up for me, and then I don't ever have to go searching for them. They'll just always be there.
Hell, even my mom subscribes and gets notices. Like her TV goes, "Here's your drunk son. Watch him."
And now she's going to question your sexuality with that shirt.
What Ken got me this shirt. This was New Year's shirt right here. This stuff, like you're not even allowed to wash it. Warm towel, clean this stuff off.
Well, what happens when you sweat in it? Does it shrink? It's like Ross when he puts them leather pants on.
I don't sweat.
You're one of them fucking weirdos, huh?
Actually, I do sweat.
Okay, good. God, I forgot how good this fucking Voodoo Ranger is.
I never had a Negroni before this, and this was damn good.
What's in it?
It's gin, Campari, and sweet vermouth. I said it on my TikTok, but there's a whole like tale behind this shit. So I guess early 20th century, 1919.
How do you spell Negroni? Like jabroni?
Count Camille Negroni, Negroni.
Wait, that's
Count Camille Negroni, 2019, was in Florence, and he was having his drink was an Americano, which is basically Campari, soda, and vermouth. And he wanted a little bit stronger, so instead of the soda, he decided to have the bartender make it with gin. Nice. And that was the birth of the Negroni.
A little pine tree action.
It's like bitter. It's like a bittersweet.
What's your favorite gin? What's your go-to gin, I should say?
I don't really have. I've never been a huge gin, but I'm drinking Blue Coat American gin like right now.
Yeah,
I like it. It's good dry gin.
For some reason, how did Tanqueray ever get like popular?
I've had Tanqueray, and it's good, but honestly, this stuff right here,
it's just straight. Like I feel like I'm licking the bark off of a tree.
I mean, that all gin is like that, but gin's an acquired taste.
I thought Amsterdam's gin was pretty good. Doesn't have that like super pine taste.
I want to try Ryan Reynolds gin.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. What's that called? I feel like I've had it.
Aviation.
Yes. Yeah, that one's really good.
Oh, you tried it?
Yeah, really good. And then I also like Seagram's. I always like Seagram's.
Seagram's is a go-to. Tanqueray just became that name.
If you're doing tonics, I like the Seagram's and lime with tonic. It's very good. It's a very good like mix go-to. I actually kind of want one now.
I know. Well, it's like it's one of those ones like Tanqueray got it. They were like the whole name thing. Like Patron became like a thing because of the name Patron, and like Patron. But this Blue Coat, I picked it up honestly, bottle pick.
Bro, do you remember when we were kids and fucking Patron was just like
a cool bottle? I'm like, I'm buying that.
Patron was it back in the day, man. It probably still is. I don't know.
Do you remember we were pre-Fireball? That Oh, I'm gonna brain fart on it with the crystals on the bottom.
Oh,
the crystals on the bottom. No, red. Oh my good lord!
Crystals on the bottom.
It was like the original cinnamon liquor, and it wasn't. It was before Fireball and all that.
All I can think of is, oh no, I never had Aftershock. I was too young.
They were like crystallized on the bottom. If you were dumb enough to break the glass to get out the crystals, you were probably chewing on glass or crystals, and you had no idea which one. Either way, your mouth is red with color or red with blood.
Yeah, meth is the same way.
Meth.
I missed that.
I have a vodka bottle from what was his name? I am the H. Walter White's alias.
Walter White's Heisenberg.
I have a vodka. It looks like a blue bottle and it's got cracks, so it looks kind of like meth. I'm sorry. And it's Heisenberg, like vodka.
That's pretty dope.
Hiding down there. All right. Well, we're not reviewing a liquor today. We're just coming straight at you, give you I know, we're booze and balling, so what are we supposed to do about
you got to talk a little booze if you're going to talk a little ball. So
reminisce. It's Wildcard weekend, and we want to talk to you about it. Give our thoughts on it. I got to be honest with you. There is 2 games that I would bet money on that I know the winner. The other 4, I think, could go either way.
I'm gonna try and guess.
So I'm gonna run. Honestly, I'd say there's one for sure I would bet my savings on.
Yeah, that's Buffalo. Buffalo's gonna absolutely smoke Pittsburgh.
And then there's another game where I would put a large amount of money on, but it's also a game where I could potentially see an upset. Is the Packers-Cowboys?
What? Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
She agrees?
She definitely agrees.
She likes my shirt.
She hasn't seen your shirt, but I might call her over just so that she can see your shirt. Yeah, Todd's got on this like party shirt. He's all like laggy and pixelated, but this is like shiny and has like stripes. Shirt. He's also got suspenders on. If you haven't seen the suspenders,
A++.
So let's go.
Justin, step up his game. He's got a
step up his shirt game.
Dude, I definitely need a wardrobe.
Beanie.
We gotta start making some money off this shit before I can afford clothes for this thing.
We gotta get some booze and ball and gears. We gotta get.
Yeah, we definitely need some. I would definitely rock booze and ball and t-shirts all over the place.
I was working on some logos.
I know. I want like a 3D, like something cool. All right. But anyway,
so we know that the Ravens and we know that the 49ers are going to win this week and move on.
Yes, they're already a done deal. It's not even going to be close. Brock Purdy is probably no, I'm just kidding.
He's going to throw 0 interceptions.
0 interceptions this week. 0 touchdowns. Still come out with the W.
It's the first time Lamar's going to have 0 rushing yards
and not fumble. But anyway, you know who I'm betting my house on this week?
The
Houston Texans.
All right, let's run down this list. So the Texans are playing the Browns. I feel like
they're getting better odds. They're probably the better odds of the bunch. I feel like I can make the most money off of them Houston Texans this week.
I think it's only a 3.5 point line, honestly.
Hold on, I think I have that here. I'll go up. The Houston Texans are plus 122 right now, and they are 2.5 plus 2.5. So yeah, they're plus 100.
That went down.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's a game I could see going either way. I mean,
yeah, because Flacco could come out and just dominate.
Flacco's been playing really, really well.
That Texans defense is they're stepping up, man.
But the Browns defense is one of the best pass defenses in the league, and
they were the top.
Got to be honest,
overall defense I think this year, right? As far as yardage is concerned.
Yeah, quite as far as yardage allowed, pass yardage allowed. I think so.
I'm pretty sure they were top defense.
But that's a tough game. I mean, that's one of those ones I had a hard time picking.
All right, so maybe I wouldn't bet my house on it, but like if I was going to put a couple $100 on it, that's probably the game I'd go with. Pick Houston.
And really, injuries. You're looking at that game. You got a bunch of questionable, but nobody really of the top guys. So you got everybody going. Yeah, I think Nico has a big game.
As far as odds are concerned, yeah. Nico's going to get off. Actually, you know what? They might pick on Nico a little bit. If anybody's going to go off, it might be Noah Brown.
That's a good point. He's a good play.
Just going to go out.
Some of those playoff pools like we do.
Yeah.
Like Noah Brown going big today and the Texans winning next weekend would be a good matchup for Nico.
For sure, because they're going to get like Kansas City or something like that, right? I forget. Hold on.
That's one of those ones. It's close.
I have the bracket.
It's in Houston. It's supposed to be clear skies and 53. Gonna be a big game. What's the over/under points for that?
For which one? The Houston game?
Houston game.
Houston over/under is 44.5. It is
so it's like the third or fourth highest game. Third highest game.
Yeah, third lowest. Actually.
Third lowest.
They're right in the middle.
Because I know the Rams, Lions, and the Packers, Cowboys are both over 50. I think one's 50 and one's 50.
Yeah, there's only 6 games, so they're third. They're right in the middle.
So that
highest
one I can
over/under
anyway.
is the Rams-Lions game, which takes me back to my playoff fantasy point.
Is it 53.5 still?
This one they got it at 51.5 right now on this website. But back to my point, like with playoff fantasy, you definitely want to look at your over/unders. Follow Vegas. Always follow Vegas. They know exactly. Like they're always within like a couple points. Granted, there's always an outlier. Every now and then, your Amari Cooper goes for 51 fantasy points and wins you a championship out of fucking nowhere. It happens. So
you're a little butthurt about that one, aren't you?
I'm still fucking butthurt about that. Goddamn right I am. Fucking Amari Cooper. I think he went 20-plus points twice all season.
He ended the season on a tear.
And I wonder why. They finally got somebody who can actually play the position. Deshaun Watson, $250 million guaranteed.
That was... Man, and
holy shit!
Remember, I'm glad he went to the Browns. Didn't come to Philly or any of those places.
And thank God for Jalen Hurts then, because they would have definitely been up on the. It would have been after that if they didn't have Hurts. If they were still rocking
Carson Wentz,
they wouldn't still be rocking Carson Wentz.
Didn't he?
We can't talk.
He was a dude who threw to Puka to get Puka the records.
Was it him?
That's awesome. He played week 18.
We can't talk about Carson Wentz though, because talk about a fall from grace. Holy shit.
I loved Carson Wentz too.
But anyway, follow your over-unders. If you're playing daily this weekend, load up on your Rams and Lions. Stay away from Laporta. That injury's probably pretty good. If anything, he's out there just to catch a couple balls for first downs. Other than that, man, it's a tough slate this week. I do like the Cowboys against the Packers a lot. But again, there's that history that you can't. There's a lot of history there that the Packers just have their number in the playoffs.
Well, let's move down that. Let's go by time frame. So we hit the first game.
Yep.
Second game is Dolphins Chiefs. You got the 6 seed against the 3 seed.
All right.
Again, and I can't give it to the Chiefs.
Freeze?
What do you mean on here?
Yeah, no, just in general in physics. What happens to things that freeze?
They thaw out?
No, they can't move.
Oh.
So all that speed...
yeah, because it's overcast and 1 degree.
Yeah, all that speed that you got coming that way, it ain't gonna mean shit.
So you think you're giving that one to the Chiefs?
Gets absolutely blasted one time, he's gonna be like, ouch. That hurt 3 times more than it normally does. And no, you keep that shit away from me. So we'll see.
So you're saying that you're giving that one to the Chiefs?
I think they're 0-10 in games under 50 degrees, and it's going to be 10 degrees with wind chills in the minus. Yeah, I'm giving it to the Chiefs.
They're heading into a weird, not type of game they want to play.
Yeah, and when has Tua played outside of a dome or 80-degree weather? He went to Alabama, for God's sakes.
No, he is a fair-weathered football player.
Yeah, he doesn't go up north.
And the Chiefs' defense has been playing the Chiefs' defense has been good this year. They're the only reason that they are 11-6.
Yeah, agreed, 100%. I said that at the beginning. I said, who knew that the Chiefs' defense was going to be this good? And that was without Jones.
Right. And Ken and I were talking yesterday. She's like, is Travis Kelce really that bad this year? I was like, well, he wasn't like that bad, but he was bad for Travis Kelce. And Mahomes was bad for Mahomes.
It's crazy to say that because he's still like a top 3 tight end this year, yardage-wise.
Yeah,
he might even be number 2 yardage-wise.
Well, if it wasn't for getting hurt, it was TJ Hawkinson's year to be the number 1. And then it was.
Did he get him then?
He had him until he got hurt. He was.
I know he had him for sure. He had him in everything, every category, pretty much catches, yards.
And then it was him and Laporta and Kelce up there, top 3. Nice. I think.
Laporta's
I don't know. I think it's gonna be. Oh my dude, I hate that he's missing the playoffs.
Yeah, me too.
It bothers the shit out of me.
Yeah, I did a complete dumb shit. I was doing an underdog for the Saturday games, and I turned around. I picked Laporta. I picked Laporta like the third to last pick, and I just like closed my phone out. I was like, son of a bitch. Because they were at the in my defense earlier in the week.
You get a surprise he's playing.
I was like, yeah, there's a chance he's playing. So my brain was saying like kind of snag him, and then like I picked him without actually doing any research on him. And I was like, yeah, that was stupid.
I don't mean they might dress him, but they don't play him. But it's a bummer because I really was loving that game with Laporta. I think it's gonna be a shootout regardless. But
yeah, I don't think Laporta changes it that much. All it's gonna change is Amon-Ra goes from 8 targets to 12 to 14 targets.
All right, so you're giving it Chiefs over Dolphins just because of the weather.
Definitely.
You don't think? Yeah. Their speed doesn't do shit. That's a good point.
I think in that weather, it might be. Here's how the Chiefs win, or the Miami Dolphins can win the game. If you can somehow get the ball to Tyreek Hill, in like maybe even line him up in the backfield. I don't know. Do you come up with like a weird package where Mostert, A-Chain, and Hill are all coming in like a wishbone formation, coming out of the backfield with the fucking degree? I don't know. It'd be fun to watch.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be is a lot of short crosses, a lot of short passes.
It's gotta be.
Their speed, even though it's it's gonna be cold, they're still gonna get those yards. You're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna see the deep balls out of Miami. You're not gonna see the big plays. It's gonna be chippy. But I agree. I think because of that, I'd have to bet on the Chiefs.
Yeah, I just don't think the Dolphins are built for that. But I don't know. McDaniels is gonna run around with I wish it was colder shirt and rock and out from there.
His capri sweatpants.
I know. What a douche. All right.
Another shitty weather game. Bills Steelers.
Yeah, that's
I don't think the Steelers
affair.
have a damn chance, especially without Watt.
Like, Watt's not playing?
Oh, he's out.
What the hell's the line?
TJ Watt tore his MCL.
Buffalo Bills are minus 550. What?
Like that game's not even.
I might put money on Pittsburgh just because. Plus 400 is good odds.
That's throwing money away.
No, it's not. Plus 400.
21 degrees in snow.
Right, which means Najee could come alive. They can control the clock and find a way. Now, I'm the first guy that said the Bills were going to run over everybody, so I'm not saying that that's going to happen. I would still bet Bills if you're. I don't know why you would ever bet minus 550.
And isn't Mason Rudolph getting the start?
He was the best one. Right? If you want my honest opinion, watching the games between Rudolph and the other two, yeah, he better be starting. He was the only one that got them fired up and ready to rock.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph is getting the start, but I still don't. I mean, you said it. You said it how many weeks ago? That the Bills were going to go on a tear, make the playoffs. Now nobody saw them getting the damn number 2 seed, but they went on a tear, and I don't think
I got them. I'm riding with them. I'm not picking any Bills this weekend because they're going to be getting played in the Super Bowl.
Not a chance. All right, so that's the AFC.
Who's beating them in the AFC?
Ravens.
We'll see.
I could see the Ravens, and if the Dolphins would win, no, it's still going to be in Buffalo. It's still going to be cold, so no.
Yeah, I think the next game, you got Packers at Cowboys. That's a good bet, though. Green Bay plus 285.
That was
I kind of like you were talking about it earlier. That's if anything, I feel like that's your one upset that you can see this week.
That's the game you don't see happening, but if there's going to be when you're like, oh shit, that happened.
That's
Jordan Love has been playing really, really well, and they are young,
under the radar too. Like
they are fast, and they're playing inside at Dallas.
Yeah,
that could be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, and Dallas is known for blowing shit, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think Dak's got it together. I said it earlier. He's got a maturity about him this year. He ain't letting that shit happen at home. No chance. No way.
I know. You're so much higher on Dak than I am.
I've always been.
That might be the Eagles in me.
Yeah, that's definitely the Eagles in you.
So if he shits the bed and he looks like average.
Oh, dude, that would be awful for him.
Can you finally get on the fact that he's overrated?
If that happens, I would not hate the Cowboys trading him and all of their fucking picks to go get like the number 1 overall pick and get a Caleb Williams or a Drake.
I don't know. I don't think Caleb
like
Williams
if he shits the bed like to the point where like now if they lose on like a last second like holy fuck like and Green Bay played awesome and Dak throws for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns like then no, it's not his fault, but if he comes out and throws like 4 picks or something like that and they lose because of it, they're going to run him out of town, dude. I'm sorry. The Cowboys fans are like, this is it. Like, we're a 2 seed. It's fucking time.
And like, this is the best shot they've had in a long time.
Right. Like, they're thinking they're going to San Fran to play an NFC championship game. Like, they're already there in their minds.
For some reason, I don't see that game being a cakewalk.
No, there's no cakewalks in the NFL
What's funny
playoffs.
is even you see the Dez Bryant tweet that he tweeted like years ago that if you he tweeted about Jordan Love saying you're getting a hell of a football player there. So even Dez Bryant loves Jordan Love. Oh, nice one. Is that the
Hayes Glare?
Hayes Glaze.
I
just thought that tweet resurfaced of Dez Bryant, the ex-Cowboy, giving Jordan Love props, and I'm like, if that isn't like
foreshadowing,
the perfect time to like, the perfect time to surface. I'm playing Packers, guys, because I do expect.
That was against the Packers too.
Ooh, I don't know. I do expect the Cowboys to win that, but like, the Cowboys win it. If the Packers did win it, I won't be shocked. I mean,
nobody will. That's the thing. It's what's crazy is the Dallas Cowboys are on a tear right now. They should be heavily favored.
Their defense is weak,
-365. Their defense is weak. What? Maybe throwing through the air, which is the only thing that they can do in Green Bay.
And if you look at the Packers,
that's true. It's a bad matchup for Dallas.
It is a bad. They have 3 or 4 quick, good receivers that could tear them apart.
Dude, Jalen Reed is a monster right now.
Dontavian Wicks is a monster, and he's the 4th best receiver on that team.
Dontavian
John Wicks.
The man's a beast, I'm telling you. And then you got Doobie on the outside, and we're not even talking about Christian Watson. Who's drafting for these people over there? Are they the Steelers? What the fuck is going on?
They're young, except at running back, Aaron Jones and Quadzilla. If Aaron Jones comes out the first drive and runs the ball well, I will tell you this, Cowboys go down.
Dallas loses.
Because the Cowboys defense is good. They have a lot of fantasy.
To say about that.
We're going to see. But he can't stop the receivers. Micah Parsons can only do so much.
Yeah, he can.
But if you look
how
at
he stops the receivers by taking fucking Jordan Love's knees out. That's how he stops the receivers.
Well, so if you think about it this way, Dallas has a lot of fantasy points as a defense. They're one of the highest scoring fantasy defenses. But
they shit the bed in the playoffs. I dropped them too. That was such a
they take away the 9 interceptions, the pick sixes, and the special teams. Their defense is weak to receivers.
It always has been.
And you can't even.
They just thrive. Like we always say, like take the. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. Say it. I'll come back.
I was gonna say the only reason we always say that, like, oh, take the interceptions away and take the fumbles away and take this. Why? Why take them away? That's what they do. They take the ball away.
No, they're great fantasy-wise. You can't take them away. That's exactly what it is.
Well, no, but turnovers win the games. Like if you look at the plus-minus turnover ratio the last, it is a massive stat. That is like one of the biggest stats that if you pay attention to, like look at the Ravens. They don't turn the ball over right now. Lamar had a great year when it comes to every time he doesn't turn the ball over, he wins MVP. Why? Because they win a lot of football games. I don't know if he realized that or not. But
no,
but go ahead.
I agree. The key to it is Jordan Love can't turn the ball over. But the one thing that we're not talking about is what Micah Parsons is going to have to worry about that we're very well underplaying is Tyler Kraft and Luke Musgrave.
Why? Are they going to hold him all game like everybody else does?
I'm saying that they have 2 good tight ends. Too.
You know what's crazy about Micah Parsons is he could probably cover both of those guys in coverage.
Dude, if they get a young running back, could you imagine they're so young. The Packers are so young.
Do they have any good picks?
Imagine if they would have been the ones to land like Spears or they got Tank Bigsby.
Not even learning that offense. Well, see, the thing is, they got AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. They weren't thinking running back.
No, but if you think about it, the whole team's young. They put another. They have about a year. I think Aaron Jones is about capped.
Yeah, they need to work on their defensive line. They need that. They need
Oh.
that. Oh my God, what was his name? Raji.
Rice?
No. Raji, the big fucking defensive lineman for the Packers for the longest time.
Brain farting.
Yeah, big time. His first name was Raji. Raji, I think it was.
Brain farting.
Fuck, he was so good. I can't believe that's sorry, dude. I can't believe I can't remember his name. I do that all the time though. I can remember players and not remember their fucking name. Like I can see him in his outfit, in his uniform, I should say his outfit.
His outfit. Oh, he was dressed so fancy.
Cute. He looks so cute in his outfit. But no, they need another interior lineman, like a fucking Aaron Donald, just fucking clog the middle.
Yeah, they're so.
Because they're good on the outside. They're not bad in the.
No, they're not bad. They're not bad at corner. They're not bad at safety. They need defensive line. They need running back. And if they get young there, they're going to be a force for the next 5-6 years.
Dude, oh my God, I'm done. I've been drinking all night. I can't even fucking think of player names right now.
It's okay.
Anyway,
okay.
Let's not talk about this game.
So the next 2 games are both 2 games that I could see.
Yeah, these are the ones I wanted to talk about. We're almost at 30 minutes, by the way.
Give me a second.
To anybody out there that we were going to try and do like a 30-minute episode tonight, we're at 26 already, and we didn't even get to the last 2 games. And these are the 2 games that we wanted to talk about. so buckle up. There's no way in hell we're stopping at 30 minutes. Let's do this.
32 minutes it is. All right. Rams Lions. I have no damn idea who's winning that game.
I do.
I think it's the Rams.
Yeah, me too. That's where I'm going. Dude, Matt Stafford is cold as ice. He's going back to Detroit. You think he's losing that football game? That fucking offense is putting up like at least 30. At least 30. And I don't know if Detroit definitely has the firepower to keep up, but
without the Rams Laporta, it's 30. A little weak, but I don't know. Jared Goff has been having a good year too, though. So it's
agreed.
That game,
and you still got Amon. They need to unleash Gibbs in this game. You heard it here first. They need to unleash Justin Gibbs.
He needs to be RB1 this week on that team.
Yeah,
I don't know. I could not.
You need to get because you're not running. I all love DeMonte, but you're not running at Aaron Donald in a playoff game. That man's coming at you. He's gonna like palm your face and pin it and break your helmet with his fucking.
No, they need to be running outside. They need to go outside the hash marks.
We need to be running veers all day, fucking out here. Man. Stay away from the big man in the middle.
You couldn't pay me to bet that game.
No, I mean I would bet your money, and I'd put it on the Rams at plus 150.
What's the spread?
The spread
is it still 3.
All right, so the over/under we went over is 51. Oh,
light snow, 12 degrees. Light snow, 12 degrees.
Well, Detroit's in a dome, aren't they?
That's what it says. It is in a dome. That's just what it says.
All right, the spread minus 3.5 for Detroit. Yeah, it's anything at 3. Actually, 3.5 is actually more than I thought it would have been. I thought it would have been 3 or 2.5.
Let me check. I don't think there's any
just
news
because
on
how hot the Rams are right now, and if no Laporta,
he's still only questionable. What does it say?
You're going to give me 3.5 points and the Rams? Staffy coming back to Detroit? I'm in. Give me that.
Holy shit. Laporta reportedly was a full participant at practice on Friday.
Is he playing?
If he plays,
dude, that makes my underdog team fucking dope. I thought I didn't have a tight end.
I didn't think for a second he was going to play, but I think they know that they're. I don't know,
dude. That could make my underdog team scary.
In that fantasy, dude, I don't know who to play. I'm playing. I'm going all over that game, honestly. In the fantasy thing we're doing.
Well, yeah, because I'm not so sure.
Balls deep on those 2 teams.
Let's look at the bracket real quick. So you got Detroit's the 3 seed, and the Rams are the 6 seed.
6 seed.
So if the Rams win, they're more than likely playing San Francisco. So they're probably losing week 2. They're in the second round in the divisional. Because the Green Bay's not beating Dallas. It's just not happening. Not in Dallas. They're not ready for that. I don't think so, personally. It could happen. It's not. No. I don't really care who wins Tampa and Philly. I'm probably going to sprinkle.
That would be interesting, though.
I'm definitely going to sprinkle in some Mike Evans into my fantasy lineup because there's no way in hell he's not getting in the end zone this weekend against that secondary. I think that's probably your highest scoring game when it's all said and done. I think Philly Tampa is going to be
30-something,
45 to
30-something.
40. Like I think it's going to they're going to go crazy.
I would push the over. That'd be a good little prop bet. Push the over to like 60.
If you can do that, I would too. I would. Yeah. Give me 60 over under. I'll go over.
In a dome.
Give me like plus 400.
Kyron Williams, 120 yards.
Oh, no, we're talking Tampa and
95
Philly, right?
yards.
We're talking Tampa and Philly.
Oh, we're still on the Rams Lions.
We are?
Oh,
that's good to know.
Okay, you want to go to Tampa, Philly?
I was just talking about Mike Evans.
Oh, you said you're sprinkling some Mike Evans. Oh, we moved it. Okay, fine. That's another game that I have no idea on what the hell is going to happen there. Should the Eagles beat Tampa Bay? Yes. But do the Eagles look like they know how to play football? No.
Dallas Goedert believes that they didn't play football because they were already locked into the playoffs. Apparently, the number 1 seed meant nothing to them.
Yeah.
How funny is that? I don't know. There's definite alarms going off in that locker room right now. I think if Tampa Bay beats them in the first round, don't be surprised if like things just start blowing up in Philly.
Nick Sirianni and that entire coaching staff should be fired even if they win. AJ, you see that? Bleacher Report, AJ Brown deleted his Twitter and deleted all Philadelphia-related Instagram.
So it's starting already.
So if you're Howie and you're Jeffrey Lurie,
I would fire him.
Who do you get rid of? Nick Sirianni and the bullshit that he's doing? He won't adapt. I'm sorry. There's an
look
issue,
at Jalen Hurts.
He keeps saying they're fine. Jalen Hurts is not. Jalen Hurts, I'm sorry. I get you want to be even keel, and you want to have like this I don't give a shit attitude. You're hurting everybody around you.
Care. See, here's the thing. What I was getting ready to say is Jalen Hurts has a different attitude about him right now. It's not the same Jalen Hurts that we've seen over the first few years of his career, right? Something's gone down in that locker room. Something happened at practice or something happened along the season here where that locker room's kind of gotten twisted a little bit.
I think that the players know what's wrong, but the coaching staff is not changing. I don't think Nick Sirianni is changing. I think the players know what's wrong. And if you're going to lose A.J. Brown or Nick Sirianni, you're losing Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, for sure. What's he done for you?
He
inherited this roster for the most part. Howie's the guy.
And Howie's the reason.
On the and it's not like he's the one. No, Sirianni is gone.
Pound for pound, position for position. Let's just go offensively. Give me another team that has that much talent, from offensive line to quarterback to running back depth to receiver depth to tight end.
I would say the only team that I would consider putting on that level offensively is the Cincinnati Bengals, and that's not their offensive line is nowhere near as good as the offense of the Eagles.
Right. So
as far as skill position goes, the Bengals are the only thing I can, and obviously San Francisco.
So they're not losing because of skill.
Actually, San Francisco is the same offense, just without Jalen Hurts or Brock Purdy doesn't squat 700 pounds.
They're a little more shallow at receiver, and they're a little more shallow at running back. But your Christian McCaffrey just outweighs that.
Yeah, exactly, because you can put him in part of that receiving core. So Debo and Brandon Ayuk aren't too far behind AJ Brown and Devonta Smith.
They're right there.
Obviously, those two are better, but they're right behind them.
So it's going to be interesting. I don't think it's a given that they go in and beat the Bucs, and I love Rachaad White, and I think Rachaad White could have a day.
I'm gonna probably be using Rachaad White and Mike Evans in my pick'em.
I've already got Rachaad White in my lineup.
Yeah, he's gonna be in mine too. I think. I was actually thinking about that when we were getting ready to start this. I was like, who am I gonna be thinking of?
And AJ Brown wasn't at practice on Friday, so they're gonna be without AJ Brown.
And I'm still thinking I'm going to use CeeDee Lamb this week. I don't know. That's
going to be interesting.
That could bite me in the ass, but I'm going to use CeeDee Lamb this week. I'm going to go Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb, and Rashad White at running back. What was the lineup? Do you remember the thing? How many we can pick?
You got a quarterback, 2 running back, 2 receiver, tight end, flex,
2
kicker,
running backs?
defense.
You have to play 2 running backs?
Quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end, flex, kicker, defense.
Right,
I'll tell you my lineup right now, but you can't copy it.
Don't do that because I still have to submit. Well, let me tell you what I'm going to do.
I didn't submit mine yet either. It might still change.
Oh, fuck you then. I ain't telling you. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going quick. I got to do it. It's written down. You want to see it? Here it is. You ready? Jordan Love, Kyron Williams, Rashad White, Puka Nacua, St. Brown, Goddard, George Pickens, Carlson, kicker for the Packers, and the Bills defense.
So do you know my strategy for the tight ends and defenses, right?
1 conference.
Yes, correct. Just
same.
Every week, just play NFC or AFC tight ends and defenses.
I do 2 different.
That way, when you get to the Super Bowl, you always have one. Oh, kickers in there too.
I do quarterback 1 conference, tight end 1 quarterback, tight end, kicker, and defense. They all stay in 1 conference until the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, you pick the same? Because I usually do like quarterbacks.
They go back and forth, but whatever my quarterback is for week 1, I stay in that conference. Tight end, I stay in that conference.
I see what you're saying.
So that I always have those positions, and I'll play backups if I have to in the other ones.
Yeah, like
I've won money in that league, so I'm happy.
I still think Buffalo. This is Buffalo's year because Kansas. This is what has always been Buffalo's Achilles heel. Kansas City,
the little tendon that goes from the bottom of your foot up to your calf.
Yeah, right. Kansas City, same thing.
I know. If you look up Kansas City, if you look it up by definition, it's that little tendon that goes from the bottom of your foot up to your calf.
But it's Kansas City, and I don't think that's going to be the case this year. If anything, I don't even know if Kansas City plays Buffalo. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it'll be Kansas. Ooh, that'll be a good semifinal. I think Kansas City will be Buffalo, right? Kansas City Buff in the divisional round, and then Baltimore will play probably Houston or Cleveland, right?
All right, before you get too far with that, then let's do this. What's your Super Bowl right now?
Right now,
I'm going
Buffalo.
I'm going Buffalo
versus San Francisco. Because I've been riding Buffalo this whole time, so I'm staying on my Buffalo kick. I think they get it done this year. I think they make the Super Bowl, and then they're going to be the Buffalo Bills and lose the Super Bowl to San Francisco. I think San Francisco wins it this year. If they stay healthy, that could completely change. If, God forbid, Christian McCaffrey goes down.
Kirsten McCaffrey.
Is that what I said? Kirsten
McCaffrey.
Kirsten McCaffrey over here.
Next year for our
breaking all these damn ankles and shit.
Next year for our pick'em, which we're gonna edit that thing to be a little bit better than we did this year. Hey, we're learning. Q. With tattoos, we're doing tattoos.
Yeah, well, let's do tats. Fuck it.
Hillary
wants me to get a tat anyway.
I'm going. Let's go together.
Let's just not make it too degrading and fucking awful. Like, where am I putting it on my butt cheek?
No. I tried to get toed on my butt cheek. It ended up on my leg because Kendra's like, "You're going to show everybody." I'm like, "That's the point of putting it on your butt cheek." I'm going to say that both number 1 seeds don't make the Super Bowl this year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who's beating San Fran? Dallas? Detroit? Tampa? Get the fuck
Rams, Bills, Super Bowl.
Out of the 6 seed? When's the last time that happened? The Giants?
Giants and the Eagles.
Were the Eagles a 6 seed that year?
No, but they weren't supposed to. No, 2017.
Oh, they were like a 3 seed, but yet everybody thought they sucked. So for some reason, they were always the underdog in Vegas.
I like the Niners, but I mean, the Ravens.
Nobody going into Candlestick and beating them. I'm sorry. Not right now.
I don't know. I think if there's a team that can do it, it's the Rams.
I think the Rams match up the best.
I would take Matt Stafford in the playoffs over Brock Purdy in the playoffs.
Dallas
any day.
Yeah, I agree.
In the
I think
NFC,
if anybody's beating them, though, it's Dallas.
I mean, that would be obviously if Dallas. Yeah,
I want a Dallas San Fran.
But I'll tell you this: I don't think it's. I don't think
be
the
such a badass NFC championship.
I don't think the 49ers are in the Super Bowl. But
It'd
I'm
be
gonna tell you
awesome if
this:
they lost back-to-back to NFC East teams. So at this point, you almost have to cheer for Dallas to beat them, unless
as
Philly
much,
beats them in round 2.
no, I'm cheering for the Rams or Lions. Whoever's coming out of that one, I'm cheering for.
What happens if? Hold up. What happens if
Wait
the
a minute.
Philadelphia Eagles just happen to just wake up out of nowhere, stomp the living shit out of Tampa Bay,
There's a lot of shit out there that
come out and just fuck up San Francisco for no reason?
there's a lot of shit floating around that they're playing possum.
Oh,
There's
really?
a lot of joke shit, but like,
Yeah,
that'd be
people
funny.
are probably hopeful. Like, yeah, I hope they're playing possum because there's no way.
They shouldn't be this bad.
Do you think they're trying to get that hold up, wait a minute. I thought I was minute. Like that whole underdog fucking shit going again? Is that what they're trying to do?
My thing is, if they catch fire in Tampa Bay, they can become very dangerous.
I don't know if the Kelsey
But I just don't
podcast
see
has
it.
anything to do about it. They're fucking making the Super Bowl against the Chiefs again.
That would be
Tay up
fucking cool.
there. Dude, Taylor Swift sells too many tickets, dude. She'll be at the Super Bowl. Them Super Bowl tickets will be worth like $7,000 each.
Yeah, but Jackson Mahomes rapes.
Yeah, well, he's not even allowed near an elementary school within 500 yards or something like that.
If he even attempts to spell the word playground, he gets arrested.
Yeah, or club owner.
But if you're in the NFC, okay, before we're done, before we puka nuka this stuff, if you trusted one quarterback in the NFC, if there's one quarterback, I said I'm picking my Super Bowl based on who I trust in the playoffs the most. In the NFC, it's Matt Stafford, hands down. For me, in the AFC,
quarterback wise, yeah. See if that defense,
like I'm saying, like
that offensive line says otherwise.
If there's a dude who's going to put a game on their shoulders and win a game, or take him to Super Bowl, it's Matt Stafford.
There's a reason why he gets paid so fucking much.
That's why I'm saying with the weapons he has and how they're playing, like it's really hard to count them out.
The quarterback I want in the AFC is Joe Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say why, but he's been like
he's like old man River coming in, just I got this, guys.
We're talking about playoff Joe. Like this man has the best playoff season of any quarterback ever.
And you want to go back and see him play
11
Baltimore,
touchdowns,
right?
0 interceptions, fucking insane runs in the playoffs by Joe Flacco. And he's got the defense. Now, they're not quite as good as the Ray Lewis Ravens that won him a Super Bowl.
No.
They're not too far behind him.
No, they're not.
Garrett plays a lot like that, man. And they could shock some people.
Yes, so
I like Houston to come out of that game, but they could shut me up.
You don't want to see the Browns go in, and you don't want to see Flacco go back and play Baltimore.
That would be so awesome. Well, and you already know that's the script. But like, let's just put it this way:
and he beats him.
Nobody
he beats him if he goes back there.
Yeah, nobody wants to play that Browns team right now. Nobody. They're all hoping that
Ford
CJ
is legit.
But at the same time, I'm telling you right now, whoever comes out of that 4-5 game, I'd be scared shitless. Because if Houston comes out of that game, you're sitting there going, shit, CJ Stroud is everything that they're talking about. Nico's doing his thing. Fucking Singletary is probably running through people. Fucking the rookie on the defensive side of the ball that just probably won defensive player of the year, or not rookie of the year. God damn it, I can't talk right now.
I just thought you were giving him a whole bunch. I thought you were giving him a whole bunch of random awards.
Just fucking lining them up. I can't even remember the guy's name. That's how bad I am.
He gets this. He gets this. He gets this.
Fucking. But other than Buffalo, nobody scares me. Baltimore, obviously, Baltimore, but Baltimore's beatable. They don't scare me like. You know what I mean?
Think San Francisco's beatable.
Baltimore doesn't. I don't know, but Mark Andrews coming back helps. So.
Huge. And Zay Flowers, I think, has a playoff run like no other.
Well, if that's the case, if Zay Flowers goes off, then they win. Just give it to them.
One more thing, though. Let's talk about how much people are shitting on Baker Mayfield, and he's having a year.
Yeah, what is he? 4 seed in the playoffs, won his division. Watch him beat Philly in the first round.
Baker Mayfield, I love Baker Mayfield. I've always loved Baker.
Right now, if they get out of round 1, I'm going all in on them.
They get
make a bet to win the Super Bowl.
He gets shit just for being Baker Mayfield, but he's having a year. All right, so that's wild card weekend.
I've always loved me some Baker Mayfield.
I do. I drafted him as a rookie. I told you that story. I drafted him chugging the beer. When I went, we were at a draft, and we had a rookie draft, and I just walked up with, went to the bar, got a beer, went, chugged it, I go, Baker Mayfield. Walked off.
That's awesome. He actually had a decent
like
rookie season, didn't he?
He came.
No, he played
won
for
the
Browns.
Heisman. He won the Heisman. So he came out with a lot. He came out with a lot of clout. Not like Johnny Manziel clout, where like it was all based like cocaine based.
If Baker Mayfield was like 3 inches taller, he'd be insane.
With the same attitude and play the same way.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Just add 3 inches. It'd be pretty crazy.
Don't we all wish we could do that?
I mean, I just need like 1 and I'd be set.
I thought we were talking about soft.
I was talking about
around.
No, I'm set there.
There's the bottom of a pint glass. Oh, Lord. All right.
Pretty much.
So,
no,
wild card weekend.
Not bad, but about the same length as this can, though.
Jesus.
All right, edit me out. All right, I'm not allowed to talk about my
I don't
dick.
edit you out because if we get canceled, I'll be like, I'm just gonna go.
Just cancel me out. That's fine.
No, subscribe, follow, tell your friends.
About your dick in 2024.
We're gonna talk about my dick in 2024.
No, I'm talking about my dick in 2024. If anything, dicks are all on. Like you can talk about dick no matter what it is.
You can talk about whatever you want.
Exactly.
We are.
As long as it's dick and gay and nobody cares.
It's true. If you talk about P and V, it's taboo. Straight sex is like the minority now. Oh, good Lord. Just stop. All right. Wild card weekend.
The best part is that they're going to look really stupid because on the full size, you can see my hand the whole time.
Don't do that to Kobe. Don't do that to Kobe.
Oh, shit.
You tell the Mamba you're sorry.
I'm sorry, Mamba.
Sorry, Mamba. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
All right. Bills.
That's what you get for
Rams,
fighting
Super
Big
Bowl.
Pharma.
Rams, Bills, Super Bowl. You're calling what Super Bowl?
I said Bills, Niners.
Bills, Niners. All right.
Bills, Niners, or Bills, Cowboys. It's going to come down to that NFC Championship game.
But I
don't think any of the other defenses are good enough to get past San Francisco besides Dallas. It's the only one that can slow them down enough to win. And then you got CeeDee Lamb is the only other all-star out there besides A.J. Brown, but Philly just ain't got it this year.
Nope. And I believe you're right. So that's an episode. We will talk to you before the divisional rounds. We are boozing balling.
Fucking Puka Nuka.
You're fucking Puka. Lucky.